homecoming festivities are underway and the walls of the Commons have been decorated.
Despite several years out of print, the Jaybird is once again in circulation at JD.
Also, the drama department has been rehearsing for their spring musical. Hello, we're back after a semester hiatus. We hope you missed us because we definitely missed you. I'm Hal.
And I'm Jesse, and this is JDTV News. I hope you all had a good first semester. We're glad to be back on air, and we have a lot of great things lined up for this year's show.
On Monday the 18th, students arrived at the school to help in the decorating of the homecoming walls. The classes decorated the walls based on their individual themes: Gaia for freshmen, Zeus for sophomores, Poseidon for juniors, and Hades for seniors. The walls were then graded by a group of judges, and the juniors took first place, followed by the seniors in second, the freshmen in third, and the sophomores in fourth.
The homecoming dance was this past Saturday. Lots of students arrived here at the JDHS Commons to show their school spirit by dancing the night away with their friends. The dance lasted from 9 to 11:45 p.m., and many students stayed and danced and had a great time for the entire night. So here's a quick update on the homecoming scores. As of Thursday, seniors are in the lead with 618. Following close behind the second place is the junior class with a score of 547.
The freshman class in third and the sophomore class in fourth still have a chance for a comeback. The battle is sure to heat up through all the upcoming events. All I can say now is good luck to all, and I'm sure this will be a tough battle.
If a class wins for all their 4 years, they get to change the school song.
What? Sorry, I wasn't listening. This is just so interesting. Speaking of which, the Jaybird student publication is back to JD. We sent 2 of our reporters to find out more.
This is the Juneau-Douglas High School newspaper, the Jaybird.
So the Jaybird is our school publication, school publication or newspaper, and it's been around a very long time. It's basically student news, school news, local news, as well as other kinds of student writing like poetry or short stories, things like that. Anything that students want to submit for the publication.
The Jaybird was originally started back in 1929 and has recently been restarted by English teacher Miss Smith after a 7-year break from publication.
So there's photographers, there are news writers, there are also kind of fiction writers or also artists who want to do cartoons or other artistic pieces.
I decided to join the Jaybird because I love to write. And deeper than that, I believe that a school newspaper is a very important outlet for the students to have so that they can not only attempt to educate other students on current events, but to have a way to express their opinions on things.
For me, the best part of the Jaybird is getting to show my abilities as a photographer and possibly as a writer or an artist.
The December issue of the Jaybird included a variety of sections, including some satire, some school news, a few opinion pieces, and also an art section featuring comics by Hal Jesse, an artist in our school.
So I'd tell somebody looking to join the Jaybird that they should just go for it. It is a little bit more homework, but it's really worth it in the end.
Sounds like the Jaybird is doing well. Now let's go to Dakota to find out about how our sport teams are doing.
Hey, I'm Dakota, and a lot has been happening sports-wise recently, so let's take a look. Last Friday, our girls' basketball team went up against Thunder Mountain, winning 43-41. And on Saturday, the boys' basketball team went head-to-head against Service High, winning 59-57. Also, our hockey team put up a fight against the South Anchorage Wolverines, but in the end, lost 7-0. And that's all for sports. Back at you, Hal.
Thanks, Dakota. Sounds like JD did well this past week.
Some of you have probably heard that the Winter Musical is opening next weekend. So we thought it would be a good idea to send some reporters into the depths of the theater department to find out more about what they do.
really just a place where we can a bunch of like-minded people can get together and just have a great time and make something that's really fun to watch and fun to perform in.
The students are what makes it enriching. They're what makes it worth it. It's a lot of work, and the work is as emotional as it is physical. My favorite part is to see the kids grow and become so polished and become better through the weeks as we work on stuff, whether it's in class or whether it's a part of one of the shows. It's just so amazing to see students' growth.
I would say the most difficult thing is definitely all the different things you have to remember, because you have to remember your blocking, you have to remember your lines.
I get really emotionally involved with my students, whereas it would be a lot easier if I didn't. So if they're hurting, I'm hurting, or if there's some drama going on in the department, it's really hard for me as I seek to work through that and help the kids work through that. So my whole heart and soul is still, you know, worried about this with this kid, or worried about this with this other kid, or worried about how to make one of the dramatic things that are happening get better. So I think that's the hardest part for me.
In other news, today we have several sports games going down. Boys varsity basketball plays Kodiak in the main gym at 8 o'clock tonight. In Sitka, we have girls JV and varsity basketball playing at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. For hockey, we have the varsity team playing North Pole also at 8 o'clock tonight. In addition to this, the Bears will be honoring their hockey-playing seniors with senior night.
Moving on to Saturday, boys junior varsity basketball plays Kodiak, and the girls varsity JV and varsity will be playing at Mount Edgecombe at 12:30 and 2 o'clock.
On Thursday the 28th, we have the start of the winter play, the much-anticipated Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. The first showing will begin in the JD Auditorium at 7 o'clock. Make sure to get your tickets before they're all sold out. Also on Thursdays, there is a parent group meeting at noon.
On the 29th, the winter play will have its second showing. Both the boys and the girls basketball will be traveling to Ketchikan, taking their varsity and junior varsity teams. The times and dates of the games are to be determined.
If you are competing in a sport, make sure to turn in your pink slips before the 26th, or you may not get to travel. Also, bus passes are for sale in the main office. If you regularly use the bus system, you may want to purchase one for $12. Well, that wraps up the calendar.
It seems like there's plenty to do this week. Weather permitting. Speaking of the weather, what will the weather be like? Let's check in with Fubao.
Today in Douglas look like rain in Juneau. We had a high of 38 and low of 36. Saturday, it's rain and snow mixed. The high of 39 and low of 34. Sunday, rain likely. The high of 39 and low of 36. Well, that is all for your info. Back at the desk.
Well, that's about all we have for today's show, but you can find more at our website, jdhsvideo.org.
Or you can follow us on Twitter at JDHS Video. Thank you, and tune in next week for another episode of JDTV News.